Guys, I don't even know what to say. I think I found the most expensive motorhome here in the parking lot, and this thing is giant, coming in at 43 feet, and it's just giant. Now, the thing I'm gonna say that I love about this, well, I mean, I love the outdoor entertainment, but I don't have access to all this, but I love the pass-through storage that the diesel pushers are going to have, because this is going to be that rear engine setup. This is going to be a quad slide too, so there's going to be a ton of room. Now, this is going to be a tag axle. This is going to have a second axle on the back of it, and the big benefit of that is going to be that you're going to have a higher tow rating as well. So that's going to be a big plus, because of course, if you're going to go with a motorhome of this size, you're going to want to be able to tow, and this is going to do it. This is going to have the Cummins 400 motor in it. This thing, I mean, should be able to tow 12, 15,000 pounds. Now, I know that there are some that are bigger that can tow even more, but this is going to tow a bunch, and it even has like the rear escape out the back of it as well. So I love the colors. Now, here's another thing that I want to mention. When you get into these higher end motorhomes, you're going to notice that full body paint. And that is one of the big things that you pay for when you get into these more expensive motorhomes, especially the diesel pushers. It's not going to be stickers like you're going to see on a lot of these other motorhomes, where the stickers are going to peel and crack and that kind of nature. So as long as you take really good care of this, it's going to last a long time. And that's a big plus, because there's a lot of square footage of paint on the side of this thing. I mean, there's so many things that I love. Now, here's going to be something else that's going to be unique about the diesel pushers. You're going to notice that the entryway is all the way up in the front in the majority of them. Yes, there's always that one that's going to have a mid entryway, but the majority of diesel pushers are going to have that front entryway. This is 43 feet of just happiness. And as we go inside, you're going to notice that the first thing is this giant driver's cockpit. And what's great is just the giant glass up in there. And you may think that this thing is going to be really hard to drive, but you'd be surprised at just how easy it is. I personally was just blown away at the ease of driving one of these big coaches. And what's crazy as well is you don't have to have any sort of special license to do that. I'm going to have a full electronic display. This is going to be real. I mean, the seat is great. This is going to move. Giant Freightliner chassis. I'm going to have all my cameras, because there are cameras as well all the way around this. Right now, I'm on a side camera, so I can see everything that's on my side. When I turn my blinkers on, I'm going to be able to have that. I like the little small things for storage. That's going to be nice. Drawers, because things don't get lost like cubbies. Wireless charging, of course, that you're going to have in this as well. I mean, that's really great. Actually, that one's not wireless charging. I lied to you guys. You have your USB. A lot of these new RVs are going to have that wireless charging, and that's going to be really nice. Double USB ports as well, to be able to plug in your electronic devices. And then you have your normal 12-volt cigarette outlet. Really cool. This is also going to be equipped with air brakes. Pretty much all of the diesel pushers are going to have air brakes. I don't know that I've ever been in one that doesn't have air brakes in them. But really a nice overall compartment. I'm going to have my electronic levelers over here as well, so I can easily level up my RV. That's not going to be a problem. I'm noticing that there is JBL speakers in this all the way around, and you're going to notice this large television that you're going to have up in the front of that. Now, what's really cool about this is, let's look at the overall entertainment of this, because you would think, well, yeah, that's cool. I can sit over here and be on my, let's see if it's going to let me do it. No, it's not, because I'm not going to have to watch TV all the way over there in the front of the coach. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. You press the button once, and you just hang out, and wait, a TV appears. Now, the only bad thing is, I guess, if you're sitting on that couch, I guess you watch, actually, I'm not even going to let you sit in that couch, because if you're sitting there, you're ruining my view of the TV, so you might as well just beat it. Now, let's talk about some of the things about this motorhome that are just amazing. All of the inlays in this are going to be very similar to the Super C video that we went and did a walkthrough If you missed that video, I'll put links down below. Go check that out. And make sure you guys subscribe to Jeremy's World 10 because we're doing all kinds of killer walkthroughs, checking out pretty much anything you could live in. This is definitely fun. Love that giant TV. That's rad. I'm going to put it back down. Easily just press the button, and there it goes. It goes down. I mean, can't get much easier than that. And as we're hanging out here, you have a drawer that's going to pull out. You're going to have your cup holders. I think that this coach should be called the wedding version because what's really cool about this, what do they say about weddings? You know, some people get cold feet when it comes to a wedding. Well, look at the beautiful like marble tile throughout this whole coach. This is really nice. And what's nice about this is it's actually a heated floor. So if you're in somewhere really cold, you like walking around barefoot, you turn the floor on, it's heated. I mean, what could they think of next? So many nice features. And now here's the really nice thing about this that I like as well is in this model, it's not going to have any carpet in there. So you're not going to get those like high traffic areas in there. Now you do have carpet around the chairs and at the booth. There is a really nice booth. This is also going to turn into a bed. I didn't mention that you do have the large bed right here as well. This is going to fold out into another bed. You are going to have your entertainment system all be able to plug in, and it's pre-wired with HDMI cables, and you do have the sound bar. So it's like, hey, I know you like listening to music, watching TV, and you have all of that. Now, when you come into the back, I love how big the microwave is. I love all the cabinet space. You know, I love that you have all the counter space. You have the electric induction range here as well. And then, I mean, who doesn't love a dishwasher in their motorhome? I mean, that's pretty awesome. That would come in handy. But in my motorhome, I'm the dishwasher. So again, you're going to have your sink. You're going to have your double basin sink here, 2 nice size sinks. And when you're not using them, you have a ton of room for space up in here as well. All the counter space. And I love all the cabinets that these are going to have in there. It's really nice. I mean, just a ton of cabinet space, pretty much everywhere, even like for sponges, things of that nature, you know, more cabinet space underneath. And even like your tiny little drawers. I mean, it's like you find something for everywhere. Even above all of your dinette, you're going to have more cabinets going all the way down them. And what's really nice is these definitely feel of quality. They don't feel like the cheap laminate that's just going to fall apart in a couple of years. Giant crown molding around the slide. And now what's crazy is from the front of the coach actually to, no, this is a full wall slide. So this whole wall, this is like this is a giant slide. So from the driver's seat all the way to the back, you have one giant slide. So I said that this was a quad slide because I thought how much room there was, but it's really only a triple slide, but this one wall slide is just massive as you come into the master bedroom. Now, I'm going to step back in this because here's one thing that you didn't realize is full, of course, residential fridge and freezer. That's going to be really, really nice. I mean, I love that. Giant pantry. Now, here's another nice thing that I noticed is all of these are going to be like push to release. All of these slide really, really nice and then lock in. I love the amount of pantry and cabinet space that you have in there. And then, of course, you're going to have this little baby half bath. It's going to have your sink and your toilet in there and a lot of room for everything. So this would probably be my bathroom that I would only get to use because I didn't tell you that there's a whole nother bathroom that we're yet to get to. That would probably be my wife's. Ton of space, ton of storage. I mean, a lot of wardrobe space and really nice. You even have power in some of these cabinets. That's going to be a plus. Large TV, giant, this queen size bed in the back of it. More plugs, and look at just USB ports galore. Even USB-C ports that you're going to have in there for charging everything. And if you want to close this, you can actually just push down and look at that. It's going to be a double slide. That's going to slide all the way closed. give you that back bedroom privacy. That is really nice. And then it goes and it locks in with just that little lever. You can see you push that down to release it. Big opening, closes up. And that's what I think I like about this, just how open the whole coach feels from the front to the back with this huge walkway. Now, it's going to get even better because as I walk into here, the bathroom, this thing is just, I mean, who wouldn't want a bathroom like this? Giant shower. I mean, it's going to have the seat in there. That's nice. And again, we're having that double shower head in there as well. You're going to notice the normal shower head as well as the wand shower head. I think that that's becoming something more popular. We're going to have our double towel racks just built into the door. I'm going to break this. So there's the door opening up, being able to go in. That's going to lock shut. Now, I will also have my washer and dryer in here as well, because this is basically a house on wheels. And who doesn't need a washer?
Splendid.
Splendid.
What the heck is that?
I guess, hey, everything's splendid. It's like French. And then, of course, who doesn't need his and her sinks in the bathroom? Ton of storage for all of your stuff. I mean, this is great. Built-in tower. And I really like the use of the switches, so you don't have a lot of switches. You're basically going to be able to control everything from your water pump to your lights. Everything through that like almost touch panel, nice clean buttons. And then there's your exterior exit. It's like you're taking a dump and all of a sudden you're like, damn, I gotta get out of here quick. And you just exit out the back. And you'd think you were done, but look at this giant wardrobe closet that you have in here. I mean, it's almost a walk-in closet that you have in the back. A ton of shelves in here. A lot of room for hanging stuff. This is really nice. And of course, a safe. Because you got lots of paper if you have a motorhome like this. And whether it's important documents or, I don't know. Because this thing with a price tag of what it has, I mean, just drawers everywhere. And I just want to point out, I mean, look at the wood in this. Everything is really, really nice in there. I mean, there's not any, it just looks good. And you know what else I just noticed as well? There's a lot of like tow lighting in here as well. And what's neat is some of these will even be on motion sensors. So if you get up in the middle of the night and need to use the bathroom, the motion lights just come on. It's just enough light to kind of get to where you need to go without having to turn on all of the lights. Vanity, ooh, that's nice. So many cool features about this. And if I want privacy in the bathroom, I can shut you out as well. All of them with those little push locks in there. That is really nice. So, yeah, if the wife's still sleeping, and well, I wouldn't be in that bathroom.
Storage there?
So we got another little storage cabinet, little baby cabinet down there. Yeah. And then let's see. Ooh, look right here. We go. Boom. Look at that. Oh, so look at that. We got a couple more chairs, and it looks like a, what is that called that you add to the table to make even more of a table? So if you need a bigger table as well, that's going to add to the table. That's pretty cool. And if you,
really easy to pull that up, right?
Yeah, that was easy because it has the shocks on there as well. So that was easy. And if you don't need the chairs, to me, that's a lot of storage for a lot of long things, like rifles and fun stuff that when you want to go shooting, that would be a good place to store it. Now, one thing, you're going to probably lose a lot of access to this because when that comes in and this whole slide comes in, I'm going to say that these things are pretty much going to come together. So when you are driving, that would be something to think about. You probably are not going to have access all the way to this rear master bathroom. And that's where like the normal bathroom is going to come into play.
Might be about like where that wall is, right?
Yeah, because let's look, if this slide comes into here and then this slide is going to come in, they're both going to meet here in the middle. You're not going to have access going back to that. So that's going to be why it's going to be important to have this other bathroom up here. So if you're traveling, you're on the road, you're able to easily go to the bathroom. This is going to be another slide. This is going to come in about 18 inches. So you still will have a walkway going down the center of it, but it's not going to be as open as this is. Now, one thing to consider when you're looking for a motorhome, this is one of my favorite things, is these Class A's that are going to have the living room double slides. I really love how open this is when you have this double slide in the living area. This makes this whole area where you really hang out the most in just really, really big. And I think that that's something important for me when looking for a motorhome. This was something that I really wanted, and definitely if I got another motorhome, this would be a must that I would have. Now, this thing is awesome. This is a Newmar Ventana. This is a model 4369. And this thing is awesome, and it's going to come in at $573,000. It's awesome. And you know what else I noticed? So what's cool about this too is you may think, well, driving passenger, I'm gonna have the table. Look at this. Dude. The problem is I'm always driving. I don't get to sit here and just have my cocktail and do my word searches over here.
Not gonna drive this?
No, Rachel's not driving. So yeah, no, but that is definitely cool. Oh, and look at wireless charging as well. You're gonna have your cup holder and our step cover too. Look at this. So as I close this, I'm gonna be able to close this off.
Okay,
So
you're exiting me out of here.
I'm
okay.
So that's one way to kick people out.
To kick people out.
Or you know what? If I just don't want
Wow.
you coming in, I just close the step. You open the door and you're like, well, I guess I ain't going in there because
Wow.
I'm not gonna make that step right there. That's definitely crazy. But yeah, at $573,000, I guess I want to know if it's worth it to you. Otherwise, just let them know that Jeremy sent you, and they will give you a whopping $100,000 off this at just $399,000. So tell them Jeremy sent you. I'm going to save you $175,000. You can't say I didn't do anything for you if I save you $175,000. That's pretty darn amazing. So that's all that I have on this particular model. This is a Newmar. This thing is, it's freaking awesome, dude. I really like this. Definitely out of my price range. But hey, it's always good to dream because, hey, I'm driven further, right, in life? Ha ha ha. Anyways, guys, that's all I got. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next motorhome.